Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Stephen. I am the other half from King's Own Finds. You were introduced to my wife in our last video. On this video, we thought we'd give you a tour of our stockroom, let you take a look at our multitudes of things that we have listed, and just give you a walkthrough as to what we have. As you'll notice in the area, we have a lot of what we call hard goods, which is anything that basically isn't a DVD or a Blu-ray. And then along with that, we have a large amount of DVDs and Blu-rays, all of which are available on eBay, whereas the hard goods are available on both eBay and Etsy. The first shelf we're going to take a look at has multiple generations of A&W mugs available on it, all of which are A&W Canada mugs to be specific. You'll also notice the Pabst Blue Ribbon drinking jug that we have sitting on there. Down here, we're looking at some amber glass and a bunch of Corningware blue corn flour casserole and baking dishes. On this level, we have a really nice chrome and glass Lazy Susan, mid-century modern. Very, very nice little thing. Down here, we have a locally made teapot made in Medicine Hat, a set of vintage Jeanette glass iris goblets that we have stored here. Gorgeous little glass pieces, sitting by a gorgeous vintage decanter. This shelf holds a lot of clear glass, specifically clear butter dishes, some milk glass, and a few gravy boats, all of which are vintage and quite nice. Down here we have some Royal Albert Old Country Roses teacups and plates, leading us down to a gorgeous blue glass Murano vase hand blown in Italy. Here we're looking at some vintage amber glass root beer mugs. Moving down here, we have a Loris Snow White Disney clock that's running in an amazing condition, sitting with all the other glassware down there. A Cobalt Anchor Hawking casserole dish, cheese board with cloche, and a beautiful solid brass vase. Here we have a vintage avocado fondue pot, followed by a set of 9 black-stemmed Lunar wine glasses, which are much, much more beautiful than they appear. Down here we have some beautiful green glass, a goblet, and a cream and sugar set. This shelf of miscellaneous items, as you can see, holds many things, including a very nice pressed glass salt and pepper shaker. And down here we store the Canadian stuff, the Tim Hortons mugs. Of course, not everything is big enough to go on the shelf, so for that we have 48 small drawers where we store smaller items. The next set of shelves is actually the stuff that we started the business with, including a very nice set of Noritake china that we picked up at a garage sale for a song, basically. There's also some nice old Wedgwood and a creamer set from the 1930s and a few other interesting items that we have stored here. The overstock section, where we put stuff now that we've run out of space. Alright, now we move on to the stuff that I'm passionate about. This is our Blu-ray collection, and these came around organically as that I have a large collection of physical media myself, and I kind of overdid it. We ended up with about 10 copies of The Hangover on Blu-ray, so if anybody's looking for one, we can help you out. Moving on, we come to a large shelf that's full of nothing but Disneys, because Disney is that popular that we can store just a shelf of Disneys. So, again, if you're looking for something Disney, we can probably give you a hand. Here you'll find a large stack of our most popular Christmas movie, Everybody Loves Elf, and whose collection would be complete without the man with no name. Giant Shark movies, Steve Martin movies, a little bit of Lethal Weapon, something that everybody seems to need. The classic A Miracle on 34th Street. Everybody remembers Peter Sellers from the Pink Panther, but what about The Party? Some Wild Hogs and Wedding Singers, perhaps? Do you watch The Wizard of Oz, or do you watch The Wiz? And is it stranger than fiction? We also have many seasons of TV on DVD, although the classic seems to sell better than most of the newer stuff. Does anybody else remember Degrassi Junior High? A little bit of I Love Lucy for your funny bone. Some Mad Men, some Mr. Bean, and of course, The Office. Some Seinfeld, some Smallville, and some Stargate. Movie box sets, and series that we've assembled for ease of sale. Fast and Furious, anyone? I see you. And the real Superman movies. Just a quick sneak peek. Remember, a thumbs up helps us a lot. Have yourself a great week.